Tomcat Clowes in first place. 89.33, looking good. Let me take a minute to read Dougie Parsons' mind for you. I don't like Supercross anymore. I want to ride freestyle. I want to do big jump. Take me to Winter X, and I'll show you what I got. Cameron, this kid in practice definitely was on it. He definitely had some screw stuff. He had some problems coming up short. Hopefully in comp you won't have it. Get in the line. Oh, yes. Nice extension. A little sideways on the landing. You can hear him. He grabs the throttle to bring the bike back straight. A solid jump for Dougie. Again, nothing brand new. If he gets the bike totally flat with that trick, he calls it the flatliner. Did he do it? That's the question. Gets off. No-footed knack out to the side. I mean, it's a super knack. I mean, what is it? It's a 9 o'clock knack. He's so high up. Huge extension for Doug Parsons. He doesn't get the bike flat like he likes to, but it's a solid trick. One more look at full-on stupidity. Doug Parsons throwing his feet over the mountains here in Aspen, getting off the motorcycle, looking for Winter X Gold. Will it be enough for the kid? 87.33 puts him right behind the Tomcat Clowes. That's a sweet move. The Cowboy Kenny Bartram. If you saw him with the helmet up, you would see the most heinous beard I have ever seen in my day. This kid's good. We're going to see some stuff. He's friends with Travis Pastrana. They practice all the time. Says every time I learn a new trick, Travis does it better than me, and it really pisses me off. The king of combos, Kenny. Wow! Oh boy. The rock solid again like Nate Adams, but differently because it didn't look like he was going to grab back a hold of the motorcycle. Not sure if he held it longer or what it was, but Kenny pushing it up a notch here at Winter X. Check out this insane view from the 1-800-CALL-ATT cable cam. Riding right with them at 50 feet in the air. This sport is getting so gnarly, I can't even tell you. You grab on for a double grab, then you let go, all the way extended. Arms out, legs out. I ride dirt bikes, I ride the ramps. I would not even think about a 100-foot kicker on snow. Kenny Bartram taking it to a whole nother level and ruling it here at Winter X. I don't know if Bartram's mom approves of that, but that pops him into first place. That was a very stupid move, but this kid is a professional on the factory KTM. All right, Kenny, the Cowboy Bartram, you took a gold medal last year at the Big Air in Summer X. Now you're already in first.
I'm stoked here. That one scared me. My bike started drifting away from me. I actually had to reach a little extra to grab it. So hopefully the judges saw that, and I'm leading right now. So, you know, it's only the first round. We'll see what everybody else has in store, but I got a little something up my sleeve, maybe.
In his quest for gold, Kenny Bartram uses this move to move to the top of the leaderboard. But still to come, the Flying Hawaiian, Clifford Adaptate, Mad Mike Jones, and the Kingpin, the hitman from the Metal Militia, Brian Deegan.
Yeah, this junk's more my style. I like it. It's like really rough. You hit it pin, third gear on it, just out of control. That's the way I like it. It's kind of iffy. You're not sure if you can pull your trick or not. Separate the men from the boys.
As jump one continues, young Nate Adams lets go of all sanity right here. Then we definitely have more of the craziness with Tommy the Tomcat Clowes. Look at the style out of the little guy. And of course, Cowboy Kenny Bartram. What more can a man say? This is crazy.
Yeah, the gold medals, you know, I just keep missing those things, but this time I'm out here to win. You know, I'm going to do whatever it takes to win. That's the way it's going to be. You're going to see me crash or win. That's what's going to happen here this weekend.
It's time to turn out the lights. It's getting dark here in the staging area. The kingpin of the Metal Militia, Brian Deegan. What more can I say? Cameron, you know the militia. You know them all too well. These guys are bad to the bone.
Well, Deegan's one of the innovators of this sport. I mean, he started the whole thing with Mike Metzger and Larry Linkogle. He's here at Winter X. He doesn't have a Winter X medal. Last year, a 4th place. He's frustrated. He's claiming he has a new trick. I know the name of it, but I'm not going to tell you unless he actually pulls it out. We'll see right now if he's going to step to it.
What was that? Was that it?
That's it, the mandatory suicide.
Oh my God.
Named after his favorite band, Slayer. I mean,
did he just land on the side of the bike.
He landed off the side of the bike, the Super Can. Back at Summer X Games, he threw the Super Can and hung up, couldn't get back on and crashed. He throws the Super Can and lands off the side of the motorcycle. Totally new, totally different. That's what we're talking about. Winter X Games, big air, do a different reverse angle, throwing it off to the side, getting 1 foot back on the peg. Oh, getting just so close to being squirrely, grabbing the brake, throwing the bike down in Metal Militia fashion. Brian Deegan is in the house. This guy came to win X Games, and Jerry, frankly, I think that's the kind of trick that'll take him to the top. Something new, something different, something huge, 107 feet to where he landed.
With a name like the Mandatory Suicide, I don't think that we can explain this to the normal people here. If he didn't get first place after that jump, I'm going up to the top of the tower and beating down all the judges. Look at the smile. I thought he was supposed to be a bad man. He looks pretty happy to me.
All right, the Metal Militia's Brian Deegan. We knew it was going to take something crazy and new to win. What was that?
Basically, that's called Mandatory Suicide. It's kind of more my style. I backed it after a Slayer song. Come out here, big air is like my contest, and come out here to win. You know, I'm going to crash or I'm going to win. That's the Militia style.
The Flying Hawaiian rocks some style of his own with the big ponytail. Last year, we were on the Krusty Tour in Australia. Every single guy shaved his head, except for the Flying Hawaiian. Clifford has got game. He is serious. He is focused. He knows he's going to have to come out with something really big. Last year, he got 2 medals. Unfortunately, neither one of them was gold-colored.
He is frustrated. He wants to win. He saw Deegan throw down a huge trick. Will he do something different? He sticks with the old staple, the no-handed catwalk, or the sidewinder, as he would like to call it. Travis Pastrana originally doing that trick, calling it the Wilma. Clifford says, hey, I'm the only one doing it. I want to call it the sidewinder, so go with it.
The Flintstone is no hands. The Wilmer is if you hold on with one hand.
Well, see, now I'm a freestyle motocross guy. I don't even know what's going on. You can see him getting great off the motorcycle, running next to it. That's the catwalk. Then he takes both of his hands off. Clifford stepping up here at X Games. Will it be enough to catch up with some guys that have thrown some big tricks? Deegan with the new trick. This is something we've seen before. That's what we've got to ask. It wasn't enough at Summer X. Could it be enough at Winter X based on the huge jump?
No sense waiting around for your second and third jump. Guys like Deegan and Clifford Adatante coming out hot on the first one. He moves into second place with a 92.
He's stoked, throwing the shocker there, the Hawaiian boy, but this guy coming up, he is bad.
Let's take a look back to 2001 when Mad Mike Jones debuted the Kiss of Death. That won him an X Games gold medal.
Jonesy, one of the smartest guys in all of action sports, debuting a brand new trick. Big air, the Kiss of Death. He took home the gold with it.
Dunlop tires, cold cutter screws, dangerous equipment with a dangerous man. The original, there he is, Mad Mike Jones. We have said so many times that Mad Mike Jones will step it up. He will do something completely insane and stupid to win, and he doesn't like to lose.
Going for the Kiss of Death right out of the gate. Now that won him Winter X last year, a gold medal. I'll be the first to say it won't win him Winter X this year. He's going to have to step up to something new. Now, I'm not a judge. Cleanly executed, gets off the motorcycle looking smooth. When you come to the takeoff, he compresses in, he pushes in, throws his body straight up. I mean, you can't get any more extended than that. Justin Homan was a little more vertical, straight up and down. But this guy, looking back as well, Mad Mike Jones, he broke his back and his neck again this year.
I just want to repeat what Cameron said. He has broken his back twice. He is in 5th place, tied for 5th, excuse me, with an 88.33. Mad Mike is going to have to bring something bigger to the plate today in Aspen. The Cowboy Kenny Bartram tries to cling on to 3rd place. Clifford, the Flying Hawaiian Adatante, sniffing around for some silver, and the bad boy himself, Brian Deegan, with the Mandatory Suicide, a brand new jump, never seen, here at Winter X. Insanity. If you want more, jump to tonight, 10 o'clock Eastern Time on ESPN2.
All right, Aspen and all of America, strap in because this is it. It's the men of Moto X. What's going on, people? Sal Matthew Taylor, your host of Winter X6, and these folks right here behind me, they are hyped up the last jump of Moto X. So are you. So sit there, strap it in, and let's get it going with Jerry Bernardo and Cameron Steele. Woo!
Sal, we got all the big names up in
in here like last year's gold medalist Mad Mike Jones, but it's Brian Deegan who leads with an all-new jump with an equally scary name, the Mandatory Suicide. Get ready for your last shot at glory. Ox, Jeff Cargola. He 86 going to Chile to a jump show so he could be here at Winter X. Now with a dead sailor in his second round, he's going to have to pull something big.
He's a youngster. He needs to go huge.
Executioner. His own trick, the Executioner. One-handed heart attack, but grabs his feet mute, like a skateboarding trick. Super solid Executioner. I have a feeling that's going to move him up out of 10th place. A great trick for Jeff. We don't call him Jeff at home, though. Look at that. Getting back, feet straight up and down. It's a one-handed heart attack.
I think that's what we're going to see in the last round here. People pulling out all the stops. Too bad Ox is still down there in 9th, but he's safe. His third jump got him a 90. The sweet Executioner. High-flying action like this is just the tip of the Aspen iceberg, along with all the other madness available here at Winter X. Leah Morgan, the king of the sleds, but we're over here at Moto X Big Air. Trevor Vines has some work. He is in 10th place. This is not good, and I know Trevor is not happy. He needs to pull out a spectacular trick right now.
He's got a sick lid, Jerry. I know you painted that thing, going for the cliffhanger, not getting the extension, one-handed lander, but hey, his helmet's beautiful.
Shiny lid.
Trevor Vines with a tough day. I don't think that's going to get him out of the cellar. So I believe Ox is going to beat him. Trevor's going to leave Winter X with the 10th place. Just not getting the extension he wanted. Kind of hesitating. I mean, look at his bike. It's missing a fender. Vines had a flat just before the competition started. He thinks one of the screws punctured his tube. Just not getting everything he wanted. Not feeling super comfortable. Coming up, oh, good thing he's got some good suspension. I think the guys at Pro Action taking care of his bike.
Was Vinesy trying to land with one hand? I don't know. You have to do things like that if you want to move up out of 10th place, but it didn't get it for Vinesy. His day's over. Good to see him here at Winter X, though. Justin Holman is Metal Militia, and he is not afraid to do something stupid today in Aspen.
Well, Justin Holman is a crazy man with a far-away look. Will he bust up the new Superman? Oh! He's trying for the Superman to bar hop, or Superman to Sterilizer. That would have been huge. Unfortunately for Holman, he hangs up. He should have tried to go Superman to Cordova at that point, but he was hung, boots stuck on the bars. That's got to be an uncomfortable feeling. 50 feet in the air, going 100 feet. Look at that. He double tries to go through for the combo. When he gets his feet up, he hangs them, and he still tries to lift them and go through. Let's check him. Superman, good extension. Coming up, oh, he got 1 foot almost over. Man, that would have been scary. Can you imagine if he landed Sterilizer? That could have been something that takes him to a gold medal, but he's going to have to wait until next year.
Holman wasn't happy. You could see right after he hung his feet up, he started to shake his head. He's tied for 6th place after his third jump in an 81.67. Coming up, Tommy the Tomcat Clowers. He wants to break into this top 5 bracket. Now let's go over to Ultracross semifinals. Faster and faster, my own situation's rolling along. Back here at Big Air, Brian Deegan is the man to beat. We're in our third and final jump. One of the quotes Tommy Clowers gave us is, I've innovated enough in this sport. Nowadays, they let go of everything. Clowers doesn't do many feet through the bar tricks. When you do that, things get hectic real quick. Tommy's last jump is coming up right now. What are we going to see?
The question is, Jerry, does it have to be something new? Can it be something old? Ride the Moto X FMF built Honda Clowers. Going with what brought him a medal last year at Winter. The Catneck. Indian throwing the feet straight up. Check it out. The Alpine Star boots all the way up to the moon, giving a kick. This guy has got this trick down. A perfect 10 in execution on the trick. A perfect 10 on the landing. Everything is great. The only question is, will the judges reward him because it's not a new trick? I'm not really sure, but it looks sick from here.
Well, the judges obviously like that. Tommy Clowes moves up into silver medal contention with his last and final jump. Second place, look at him. He's just a baby. All right, practice was everything. Everybody is waiting to pull their final trick. You don't want to get hurt in your first 2 jumps. So we're thinking that right now, Nate Adams has a little trick up his sleeve.
Youth gone wild, possibly. Same trick. Same trick he did before that got him into second place. He's currently sitting in third. Nate Adams throws the rock solid. Double grab, gets the extension, but you can see his arms aren't straight out like he normally gets them. He's already thinking about getting back on the bike, checking it for the no-handed lander. A little sideways, too. I mean, the kid holds the bike together well for a 17-year-old. I mean, he's riding against guys who have won Supercrosses, who have gold medals. He's stepping it up. He's looking good, but it's probably just not going to be enough to push him over the top. Look at this kid. Let go. Double grab. Boom! Oh, he thought about grabbing.
With a score of 93, Nate Adams now sits in third place. He tried to perfect it from his second jump. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. We'll just have to see. Still to come, 3 of the best in the industry. Clifford out of Tante, Mad Mike Jones, and the Metal Militia's Brian Deegan in the hot seat.
That's what it's all about. You know, we're on dirt bikes, we're taking chances, and whoever takes the biggest chance is going to win here. That's how it is.
We're down to the final 3 jumpers. You know, the Metal Militia talks trash, but when it comes to backing it up, it's Brian Deegan 24/7.
I'm not scared to crash or hurt myself. I'm going to go bigger than everyone and do the biggest, baddest tricks to shut everyone down. Either I'm going to crash hard or win or whatever. Who knows what's going to happen. I'd rather jack myself up than click the channels.
Check it out.
The people are amped. We're down to the final 3, and there's how they stand. Everybody wants to take down the top dog, but right now you got to mess with the Metal Militia, the Pitbull himself, the Kingpin, Brian Deegan. Cameron, what the heck is next?
I'd say a variation of the mandatory suicide, something with his hands up. Oh, he's not able to get anything that he's looking for. I'm looking at this jump right now. It looks a little torn up. All the guys are hitting the same run. Brian Deegan is leaving with the medal. There's only 2 riders left. This jump, he kind of repeated what he did last time, throws the super can. He tries to go no-handed lander, just not feeling. You can see he's hitting really hard in the wrong spot of the landing. I'm sorry, but Brian Deegan looking great. The man in black is back at X Games. He's leaving with the medal no matter what.
One thing about Deegan, he's always smiling. And if I was him and I saw that font on my TV and I said I was in first place, I'd be smiling just like he is today. With his last shot at X Games glory, it's Clifford the Flying Hawaiian out of Tante. His dad Topper is always hanging around somewhere. There he is now.
What can he do bigger than what he did on his first jump? The catwalk, no-handed. He does it again. What's he looking for? I think he might have been looking for the no-handed lander, Jerry. Not able to get it. His first one was better. I don't think that's going to move Clifford up above Clowes or Deegan. I mean, I could be mistaken. I'm not the judge. I'm just watching down here. The judges see something else possibly high above us. Running next to the motorcycle, both hands off. A little sideways coming in the landing. Also, just a little bit short. You saw him bounce. Maybe that's why he didn't try to go for the no-handed lander.
Clifford out of Tante brought his dad Topper. He always wrenches down his Yamaha for him. Clifford, yeah, he could use a little shake too. He's standing in 5th place. That's not going to bring him any medals, but the show ain't over. It all comes down to this jump from Mad Mike Jones, the ultimate showman. He will do anything to win. Jonesy has broken his back twice. Look at Deegan. Deegan says, do you want my medal, Jonesy? You're going to have to step up, because I want gold too.
No one better to step up than Mad Mike. He's got the skill, and he's always got the guts. And he kind of knocks off Brian Deegan's trick that gave him the gold medal position before Jonesy jumped. Now, Jonesy crashed also. That's something you got to pay attention to. Deegan stopped cleanly. Will it be enough? Another side Southlander. Deegan just kind of chuckling. But hey, Mad Mike steps it up. He's the oldest competitor here at Winter X Games. Hitting the jump cleanly, getting off the side of the bike, the Indian air, and then going side saddle. These guys are 50 feet in the air and landing off the side of their motorcycle. Mad Mike stepping it up huge. I love the guy's energy. He always wants to win, and he always wants to put on a show.
Jonesy, last year's Winter X gold medalist, always going to put on a show for the fans. He's stoked for this performance. Little wheelie back up on the top of the mound. He wants to see what the judges are going to give him. He's claiming number one. Cameron, do you think he did it?
I don't think he did it. There it is. There's the score, a second place. A great score, a 94.00. Brian Deegan is going away with X Games gold by .33, his first ever X Games gold medal.
Cameron, the man in black, came, he saw, and he conquered. Brian Deegan, X Games gold. Let's go down to Eric Apple.
We have last year's gold medal winner, Mike Jones, and the new gold medalist, Brian Deegan.
Yeah, I'm just stoked to see it, you know, all the old school guys, classic, big air, 100 feet, you know, the top guys smash everyone, that's how it is.
Tomcat, the consistency sure paid off, another medal in X.
Yeah, definitely, it's always good to be in the medals. That's my goal every time I come here, and I'm pumped with the bronze.
Hey, last year's gold medalist, Mike Jones, you're up here too.
Yeah, I'm happy with the medal. I was sitting in third going to the last round and was sitting fourth. I'm like, I got to do something different like Brian did. Never landed side saddle in my life, let alone on a 100-footer after an Indian air. And I'm like, hey, I want to win a medal or break my neck again, and that's what I did.
Well, we brought it back to old school. The X Games boys built the hugest jump the FMXers have ever seen. But it was Brian Deegan, not afraid to hang it out with something new, walking away with X Games gold.